can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Opening day for the 2013 season between the Boston Red Sox and their arch rivals, the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next.
Hello everybody, this is Juniper Gaming here, and I have for you episode number 2, opening day of my New York Yankees franchise mode here on MLB 13 the show, and there you'll see the New York Yankees lining up on the first baseline, getting ready for first pitch of the 2013 season against their arch rivals, the Boston Red Sox, a rivalry that has died down in recent times, though it still has a very strong history as one of the most, if not the biggest rivalry in sports history. So in this game, we will have the battle of two Southpaw aces. We have John Lester, who had a little bit of an off year, along with CC Sabathia, who also had his troubles last year. So we will have a good matchup today with the Yankees, who had a 95-win season, against the Boston Red Sox, who have revamped their team over the offseason, though we'll see how they do after that bad season last year, with almost getting that 100-loss mark, which is not very good at all. So here you'll see the starters. We have Lester and Sabathia, as I mentioned before. We got the big guy, CC, and I definitely have a lot of confidence in CC that he can rebound from a little bit of an off-season last year, at least for him, and get a good first start against this Boston team, which has been revamped, as you can see in that lineup, with new faces such as Napoli, Gomes, Victorino, Ross, and Drew. Really a totally new lineup, though getting right into things here is Sabathia and Ellsbury, the first play of the 2013 season for the Yankees, and Teixeira bobbles it a little bit, not even bobbles, just a little bit of a missed route there to the ball, a little bit of fumbling with the controls, so he'll get on base with the bunt. And now we have Pedroia up with the guy on first, that is Ellsbury, and it goes to Gordon, Cano, Teixeira, the 6-4-3 double play, a little bit of a different combo that Yankee fans aren't used to seeing on a normal basis, as it will go to Gordon instead of Jeter, as Jeter is the DH in this game. That's what I plan on for a lot of the season, to help preserve his health and maybe have him for longer. So there you see the clean double play, very good, pretty much got them both out by a mile. So now with Ortiz up, 2 outs, 2-2 count, CC with the slurve, and caught looking there. So actually they call it a slurve. I'm used to seeing slider, though I'll be kind of just using both of them just randomly. So anyway, here we will have the opening day lineup. We have Suzuki, Jeter, Cano, Teixeira, Youkilis, Puig, Gordon, Cervelli, and Francisco, with Puig and Gordon both new faces to this team. So now leading off the game, we have Ichiro, who he will see a pitch that he likes, and this pitch he will take right at the third baseman, that is, my bad, and Millbrooks will just stab at that one and get it. Very young player, that's why he traded away Youkilis, and Yankees signed him. And you can see a very good defensive player also. And now we have Cano up, who strikes out. Not very good there, especially from your only 99, well, not only, but your 99 hitter there, so not very good. But in the next inning, we'll have the 4-5-6 coming up that we will have to face against. And now with 1 out, we are facing Gomes. CC with the pitch. This is hit into the left center gap, and Puig will get this one, and it looks like Gomes will have to settle for a double there, and Puig will throw it in. So that's an extra base hit for Gomes, the first of the hit for the Red Sox, I believe. And no, wait, no, we did have, I'm not sure if that counts as an error, that bunt. I think it counts as a hit. So now an 0-2 count with first and second, 1 out. Victorino swings and misses at the low sinker. Good job there by CC. That's a huge out, number 2. Getting the strikeout against Victorino, who actually has a pretty good eye. And now later on with 2 outs, he will be facing Ross, I believe, and that will just get past Gordon. Maybe a play that Jeter would have made. And now Francisco with the throw home is offline, and he will actually score there. So not good there. The first run of the season for Boston. And now, still in the same inning, CC with the pitch will be right to Gordon now, and he'll throw to Cano for the easy out. This time it was a little more in his reach. So now with Teixeira up, leading off the second inning on a 1-2 count. Lester with the pitch. He will hit this one just into center field. And Ellsbury with a nice diving play there. Robbed our first hit of the game, and first hit of the season for that matter. Nice play by Ellsbury. So now Puig, newly acquired, on a 1-2 count. Lester with the pitch. This will be swung on a miss. Definitely a very bad pitch to swing at. That was way inside a fastball. Definitely should have held up. So now Gordon, also a newly acquired player. Both of them were from the trade with the Dodgers. This pitch, he will bunt actually. He's known for his bunt. Well, not known for his bunting, but he is a very good bunter in general. But he will get out. Not a great bunt there, as Lester was quick off the mound there. So now later on, we have Cervelli up, trying to go for a first hit here. It's the bottom of the third. Nobody on with 1 out. And the first pitch that he sees, he'll take this into right field for the first hit of the day for the Yankees. Just out of Pedroia's reach. Pedroia known for his fielding, though he will not get that one. Not too much of an effort there. Though that was a first hit of the season for the Yankees. Now on an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Cervelli still on first, same inning and everything. Suzuki now, after lining out to lead off the game, will hit this just out of the first baseman's reach. That's actually Ortiz fielding. I don't know why they don't put Napoli out there, though not the best of fielders out there. So now we have Jeter, who is DHing, and the Yankees have had a lot of problems here, hitting with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. So can Jeter change this? We'll see. Lester with the pitch. High and in, he gets the pitch right, and Jeter hits his high and deep to left field. Is it enough? And yes, it is. It's the first home run of the season, and first runs, tons of different things for Jeter, first for the Yankees, and the Yankees will get on the board with the 3-run homer, and the Yankees are now winning 3-1 after Boston scored their first run. We will return, and the Yankees are notorious for relying on that home run ball, and Jeter, out of all the people, will get the home run, not necessarily known for his power, though he will smack a few out of the park, and he will get the first one of the season for the Yankees. So you'll see the replay. That pitch was high and in. Jeter took a chance with the power swing, I believe I did. I'm not too sure if it was regular or not, though it might have been power, and that was actually a similar location to where he hit the 3,000 hits. That's actually kind of funny. So now later on, we have Cano still hitting in the same inning. Nothing happened since, and now this will be hit right at Ellsbury. Good contact, though that will be the end of that inning. So now on a 1-1 count to Gomes again, he'll hit this pitch high and deep to left center field. Not enough for a home run. It looks like he'll get another double in this game, and looks like Puig running around a little bit there extensively, and that will be another extra base hit. 2 doubles to start off the season for Gomes, so definitely a good start for him. So now later on with him on second, it's a 1-2 count to, I believe, Middlebrooks, and he will strike out looking at the slurve outside. Still got to work on that eye as he is still very young. There you'll see him with his head down walking back to the dugout. So on a 3-2 count to Victorino, can he strike him out? No, he will walk him. So now we have first and second with 1 out. And now I believe this is Ross, and he will strike out looking at the low sinker there. Another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts in terms of outs. He did walk Victorino in between. And now on an 0-2 count, he will strike out, I believe, Drew, and he will strike out the side. So CC, although giving up the double on the walk, he will strike out, I believe, what was it, Middlebrooks, Ross, and Drew. So now we are going to head to the 5th, or the bottom of the 4th, that is, winning 3-1. Later on, though, in the top of the 5th, 2-2 count. Can we strike him out? Yes, we will, though he will have to throw it on to first, do a little bit of housekeeping, and he will get him out there. So now on the top of the 6th, 2-1 count. Gomes, he's been trouble for us. This pitch he hits just out of both infielders' reach. Really, it was in their reach. They should have made the play, though they didn't. So I think that goes down as an E5, if I'm right, and that would be hurting Euclid. So now guy on first with 2 outs. He hits this just out of Cano's reach, and Ichiro with a fantastic arm. The runner at second, I think that was Gomes, will not test it out and go to third. So now here you'll see first and second now with 2 outs, 1-2 count. Can he strike him out? No, he won't. He will actually hit Ross on the slurve, which that's not very good on a 2-strike count there. I think it was 1 and 2, and you can't really see exactly where it hit him because the catcher blocks him, though. Maybe in his ankle, maybe his foot, toe area, maybe somewhere around there. So maybe it could have hurt him. Probably nothing in the game, though. So here you'll see Logan and Chamberlain both warming up, and Logan might come in at the end, maybe soon, maybe in the 7th. So now, and a little bit of an interesting play there, as Cervelli will step on home plate apparently, as that was a dribbler right in front of home plate. Though I'm going to show you my replay of it when you go on the pause button. There you'll see pretty clearly actually that on the little dribbler, that Cervelli actually had his foot on home plate. So that's actually pretty funny there, that it was just barely. So later on though, we have Suzuki hitting now in the bottom of the 6th, nobody on, nobody out. First pitch of the inning actually, or the bottom half of the inning. And a nice diving stop by Drew. He'll throw it on to first. Ortiz with a little bit of a scoop, it looked like maybe. I couldn't really tell too much because of Ichiro running, though that was a fantastic play. That was definitely a web gem right there. Great play. There you'll see Ichiro definitely robbed him of a base hit. That should have been right into left field, though fantastic effort and a great throw by Drew. There you see just full out extension there. So now Jeter batting. He hit that home run earlier in the 3rd inning, as you'll see the replay here. That was just high and in, and he just belted that into left field, and that was just great. That was, especially the captain and everything, one of his final seasons. That's just fantastic, especially after I stuffed him at the DH spot. So now he is batting in the bottom of the 6th, that is, with 1 out, nobody on, and this pitch is low and away. Though this one he will take also to deep right field. Is it enough though? Yes, it is, as he will get it just into the first deck. And he had a home run before, high and in to left field. This one was blown away into right field, so pretty much the exact opposite. But still that same Jeter swing, and goodbye baseball. The 2nd home run of the day for Derek Jeter, coming in, not even the clutch in this case because there's no one on, though he is responsible for all 4 runs, as the Yankees are winning now 4-1. So wow, that is actually crazy. 2 home runs, and of all the people, it's Derek Jeter. Usually when he hits a home run, I feel like he always hits 2. So here you will see it was low and away, and he just hit that one into deep right field and just over at the short porch there in right field. That's what Yankee Stadium's notorious for. There you'll see the line score and the game summary. The Yankees are winning 4-1 heading into the 7th. Gomes with 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, and then Jeter was 2 for 3 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and Sabathia, a very good day, 6 innings, 1 earned run, and Boone Logan, pronounced that wrong for a second, will come on. And the reason why I did take him out was, oh my goodness, okay, I got off track for a second. Steven Drew, home run. Now we got something to worry about. 4-2 now. The reason why I took Sabathia out was because he actually had a pretty high pitch count, and he was also making me nervous after a few times. He had that bases loaded situation. He had like first and second a few times, and he was making me nervous. And plus, if you have like 90-95 pitches in your first start, you usually have to take him out about then. And that's even a little bit high for your first start. So anyway, after I was just trying to, just talk about CC, Drew will just hit that right out of there with the blink of an eye. That was, I believe, the first pitch. I'm not too sure. And that will just get over another home run that was just over that short porch in right field. And I think that was just over, right? Yes, it did look like it was just over. So, wow. So, Logan, he was coming on because Drew and Ellsbury were back-to-back lefties. And here, another hit. This one only a single, luckily enough. Though he was going to come out anyway after Ellsbury. So now we'll bring in Jabba Chamberlain to face the righties. And, maybe I should have kept CC in just to take care of those last 2 lefties. Though now Chamberlain will come on with a guy on first, nobody out, and now Pedroia's on. And the pitch he'll hit right to Gordon is a 6-4-3 double play. So, same scenario as before. Pedroia came up with guy on first, nobody out in the first inning, and he hit that right at Gordon. So another 6-4-3 double play. There you'll see Cano taking a little bit of a hit there from the sliding Ellsbury, though it looks like he'll be okay and everything. The game mechanics in this are a little bit iffy. They look a little strange at times in the slow motion, but still a pretty cool animation that I don't see a lot. And it's cool when you do see it though, so doing a little bit of acrobatics there. So now in the the bottom of the 7th, Andrew Bailey will come in, and we'll see if we can do any damage against him and add to our lead. So now with Euclid batting on 0-1 count, he'll hit this pitch up the middle, though a pretty nice play by Steven Drew. He'll throw it on to first, and Ortiz with maybe a scoop, not too sure there. And that will be, out number 1. So now Puig is batting, but the new acquisition, replacing Granderson out there in center field. In this pitch, he will line to left field, though another nice play by the Boston outfield. That one was Gomes, and a great play there. And we had one similar with Ellsbury. So, I mean, if this is real life, I bet you that one of them would have made it, and that's on a good day. So, my desk just shook, so if you heard a little change there, that's normal. So now on the top of the 8th, though, we will have David Robertson, the Yankee setup man, come into the game and try to shut down Boston and get the ball to Mo. So now on the first batter, he will strike out on his famous curveball, and he will send him back to the dugout. So that's the end of that inning. And now in the bottom of the 8th, Cervelli's up. He got the first hit of the game for the Yankees. In this pitch, a little bit of an awkward play by Middlebrooks. Definitely a very good fielder, though that was just a little bit of mishap there, as that was just down the line. So I will actually pinch run here for Cervelli, and Williams will come out of the bench here. And I don't know if you guys can count me here, though I don't know what setting or something, but I'm having trouble stealing, same controls and everything. Though, yeah, so now with Suzuki up, he gets a pitch he likes, he hits this one right at Drew, is a 6-4-3 double play. Even with Suzuki running and the head first dive, it will still be a double play with Drew to Pedroia to Ortiz. Though now, in the top of the 9th, we have Enter Sandman, Mariano Rivera. Can't really play the music in the background, I don't think they have that exact song playing. Though the legend, the living legend, is ready to play here in his final season, or at least in real life. I don't know if they're going to make him retire. And we'll have Chris Stewart here. Think a better fielder than Cervelli. Come on here, as Cervelli was pinch ran for. So now, in the first pitch of the at-bat here, he will hit it to Gordon, and Gordon will throw it on to first for the out. Not too sure who that was, honestly. Though, yeah. Sometimes I have trouble. Alright, it was Russ. Okay, hard to see these names sometimes. So now next batter he faces, though, he will hit this sky high in the middle of the infield, and Cano will call this one and make the play for the easy out. So now the Yankees are 1 out away from winning this opening day game against the Boston Red Sox. And the pitch, he will hit, and Cano will make a pretty nice play there on to Teixeira for the out. And that is the end of that, guys. We have one opening day against the Boston Red Sox, unlike real life when the Yankees lost. And there you see the trophy that we got, bringing the heat. Not too sure what that is. Should have looked that up actually soon. And there you see the nice win animation there. And a nice win for the Yankees to start off the season, mainly credited to CC Sabathia for only allowing 1 run over 6 innings, also getting 6 strikeouts, especially when he needed them. I think he got 3 strikeouts in 1 inning. Yes, he did actually, especially when he came in the clutch when he needed to. There you see Mariano Rivera, the living legend, as I said, fist bumping all his teammates as he got the save to end this one. The one person I would say definitely struggled, besides, some of the hitters, was probably Boone Logan, who definitely struggled with the home run and a single, no outs even. And there you'll see the top hitter, Johnny Gomes, and Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter, very noticeable in this game, as he was all 4 RBIs in this one with 2 home runs. And there you'll see the new feature on MLB 13, the show. You'll have the TV crew and everything, the broadcaster, whatnot. We will have a nice little interview there with Derek Jeter, who went 2 for 3, only 3 at-bats, which is kind of surprising, though he had 2 home runs and 4 RBIs, and that is what is important in this. And you'll see that he is obviously the player of the game in this one, as he had those 2 huge home runs, very, very important. You'll see some nice video footage here of him smacking some home runs here in Yankee Stadium. Definitely took advantage of the short porch in right field, and even left field's not too deep, though that probably would have been home run in most ballparks, unlike the second one, which is in the right field porch. So, great game by Jeter, good game by Sabathia, and a few other people also, but those 2 the most noticeable, especially with the emphasis on Jeter. So now we're going to be taking a look at the highlight reel, basically just summarizing the game. And the first one here is Ross grounding it into right field, or left field that is, for a single, the first RBI. Next one we will have Teixeira flying out to center field, and this was a very great play by Ellsbury, a nice diving play. And usually that first step is back, so first step forward there. Good play, good reactions by Ellsbury, and this one most important one of the whole game, Derek Jeter homering to left field. 3 RBIs from this home run, and that put them ahead 3-1. Definitely gave them a jolt of energy for the rest of this game. So then we had Ichiro grounding out to Drew, but a very nice play as he robbed him of a base hit and he'll throw it on to first. And despite Ichiro's speed, he will still get him out. So excellent play by Drew there at shortstop. And now next we will have Jeter homering again to right field. And that was definitely nice to have that little bit of buffer there, that we a little more of a comfort zone, as we were winning 4-1 at that time. And then we eventually had that home run, which that's probably the next one on this highlight reel. And yes, it is, as he also took advantage of that short porch in right field, also getting an RBI from that one, another solo shot there. And Boston was still losing there, 4-2, cutting the deficit a little bit there, though still losing. So now next one we had Puig lining out, and he will make a nice play there out in left field. That is Gomes. So excellent play by Gomes. Definitely saw a lot of good defense by the Boston side, not as much by the Yankees, though they did play good there. So now we have Suzuki grounding into a double play, 6-4-3. That was Drew to Pedroia to Ortiz. Surprised why they're playing at him at first base, Ortiz that is. So now we'll have Ellsbury grounding out to second base, and that will end the game. And Cano to Teixeira for the out. So that pretty much finishes up that game. And the episode isn't done though. We will, well, before we go on to the next few games, which I will simulate, we're just going to see how everyone else did in this game. So a little bit more in depth, Ichiro went 1-for-4 in this game with that single. Also, he scored a run. Next, we have Jeter, who was 2-for-3 with those big home runs and 4 RBIs. Cano was 0-for-3 with a strikeout. Teixeira was 0-for-3, no strikeouts. Puig, our new acquisition that is, 0-for-3 with a strikeout. Gordon 0-for-3 with that bunt attempt. Cervelli was 1-for-3, so good, he got our first hit. Williams pinch ran for him. Stewart took over the catching duty after. And Francisco taking over for Gardner. He was 0-for-3. There you see Jeter with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Ichiro's the only person that grounded into a double play, and Youkilis is credited with that error earlier in the game. So now we'll have Sabathia, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts. Logan, not a great game for him. Chamberlain, a scoreless inning. Robertson, a scoreless inning. He gave up a hit, and he also had a strikeout. Then we have Rivera, who had 1 inning, scoreless, no strikeouts, though he will get the job done there. So now we're going to simulate the rest of the series. We have Hiroki Kuroda and Ryan Dempster. Can we win that one? No, we won't. We lose that one 4-2 after we won 4-2. So now we will take a look at this box score. We will have Suzuki, who was 4-for-5 in that game. Very good there. Then we have Jeter, who was 0-for-5 after that great game. We have Cano, 3-for-5 rebounding. Looks like Punto pinch ran. Then we have Teixeira, 0-for-5. Youkilis, 3-for-5. Great game for him, it looks like. Then we have Gordon, the new acquisition, 0-for-4. Then we have Puig, 2-for-4. Then we have Cervelli, who was 1-for-3. And lastly, we have Williams, the prospect that came up to the majors, who was 1-for-4. So in terms of extra base hits and whatnot, we have Suzuki, Puig, and Cervelli all with doubles. Youkilis with a home run, so good for him. 3rd home run of the season for the Yankees. Youkilis and Cervelli each with RBIs. And lastly, Teixeira had a double play. So Kuroda did pretty good. 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. Epley had a 1/3 of an inning, 2 earned runs. That's probably why we really lost that game. And then Logan rebounding with an inning and 2/3 and 2 strikeouts from that game. So we lose that one. In the next game, we have Michael Pineda, who earned that number 3 spot through spring training against Clay Buchholz, and a minor injury in Double-A, not too much of a big deal. We lose that one also, so we still lose the series, despite winning the first one that I played. And that one we lost 8-6, and you'll see the box score here now. We have Suzuki, who was 1-for-5 after that very good game. Then we have the DH Jeter, who was 2-for-5, rebounding from that bad game after the really good game. Then we have Cano, who's 2-for-4. Teixeira, who's 0-for-4, still yet to get a hit. Then we have Youkilis, who is 3-for-4, another good game for him. Punto pinch running again. Gordon with his first hit of the season. Puig, 0-for-4. Then we have Cervelli, the catcher, 1-for-4. And then last we have Williams, who looks like a good day for him, 2-for-4. So in terms of extra base hits and stuff, we have Suzuki, Youkilis, and Williams all with doubles, with Williams with 2. Cano and Youkilis each homer. And then Jeter, Cano, Youkilis, and Williams all with RBIs, Youkilis having 3. So now, in terms of pitching, Pineda, not so much of a great day. 5 innings, 4 earned runs. Chamberlain, inning and 2/3, 3 earned runs, not great there. I pitched good with him, though the game did not make him do good there. Robertson with the bad game, 2/3 of an inning with 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. And then Logan still doing good after that little bit of a loss there, after he did pretty bad. So now there you'll see the series finale of the series against Detroit is Sabathia against Verlander. So that's what's going to be next game. So we're going to simulate a few more days here. And as I said before, I'm going to be doing pretty much 1 game per series, unless the series is not that important. So before I talk more about that, we have Suzuki 1 for 5, Jeter 1 for 4, Cano 1 for 4. Then we have Teixeira getting his first hits. He was 2 for 5. Then we have Euclid 2 for 5, who has been doing very good for us, it looks like. Then we have Gordon 3 for 5 with a very good day. Puig hitless. Then we have Cervelli, who was 3 for 4, very good day for him. And then Williams, who was 0 for 4 in that game. So now in terms of other statistics, we have Teixeira and Gordon each with doubles. Gordon with a couple of them. Then we have Cano and Teixeira, who each homered in this. And then in terms of RBIs, Cano, Teixeira, Euclid, Puig, and Cervelli all had RBIs. Cano, Euclid, and Cervelli all with 2 RBIs. And additionally, we have Puig, who also got the sac fly, and Gordon also had a stolen base. Whew, that was a mouthful. So now in terms of pitching, this one isn't too bad. Complete game, 1 earned run. Fantastic job by Pettit. Wish I gave him that number 3 spot in the rotation, though he will win this one. Great pitching job by pitching in terms of Andy Pettit. So now we have Phil Hughes and Porcello, the last of our rotation, and we lose that one 4-2, and now we will be 2 for 3 entering the next game. So looking at this game, Gordon was 0 for 4, so was Suzuki in that one. Cano was only 1 for 4. Teixeira was hitless also, and it looks like Puig also hitless. Euclid was 2 for 3. Jeter was 1 for 3. Punto getting the start in left field this time. He was 1 for 3. Then we have Stewart, who was 0 for 1. And it looks like they moved Francisco to catcher. That's actually kind of funny. Euclid had a triple on this one. Not too fast, so it must have been a pretty interesting hit there. Punto with 2 RBIs in this one. Wow, that's all 2 RBIs. That's... wow. So Jeter and Punto each with stolen bases. I can't believe that Punto got all our RBIs, even though it's only 2. So Hughes with a good game. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Not that many strikeouts, though. Pretty good start overall. Epley and scoreless inning still got the 1 save, though. Chamberlain not so great after I pitched Gale with him. Robertson with a scoreless 1/3 of an inning. So guys, in next episode, we will have the series finale of the Yankees and the Tigers, each 2-3, and it'll be a very good one. Better than the last game, I would predict, as is Sabathia and Verlander. Verlander, definitely, I would say, more dominant than Sabathia, though you never know what's going to happen, who's going to be off that day. So stay tuned for next game, guys. It's going to be a very, very good match. Definitely the battle of aces. So until next time, guys, this is Juniper Gaming. I am signing out.